Ever since Lennox was a little boy, he's loved airplanes.
I had been looking into the aviation business pretty much since I was 6. I know the only job I wanted before this was to price the toys in Toys R Us.
Now the 16-year-old from Jenison has landed at a school that will help him pursue his flight dreams.
I attended the first open house too to kind of get all the information I could, and that kind of helped assure me that the people working on making the school happen were very dedicated to making it happen and happen well.
Lennox would have been a sophomore this year at his old school in Jenison, but he wanted to repeat his freshman year to help launch the first class of students at the West Michigan Aviation Academy, a publicly funded charter school in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
I've always been interested in aviation, and I felt like, you know, this was a very uncertain, you know, path to take to come here. I would be repeating, and you know, the school hadn't even been around a year, and I knew most of the kids would probably be younger than me. So, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty about it, but I pursued it anyway.
The charter school opened its doors fall of 2010.
This is really one of the very few charter schools or high schools that have an aviation theme in the United States. There are only a handful, and so we really have a lot of room to go in any direction that we like, that we choose. So we have a lot of opportunities available to us that you just don't see in other high schools.
We start at 8:05 and we're here until 3:30. Our students go to school an hour a day longer than most and about 30 days more than a traditional high school. So our kids are in school. That's one of our goals of our founder, Mr. DeVos. He wants kids in school longer, and I totally agree.
Pat Quina is the former superintendent of East Grand Rapids Public Schools in Michigan.
We want to make a difference in kids' lives, and it's going to be a long road to get to the, you know, where we want to go, but we're excited about the challenge. We look forward to the challenge, and there's no better mission in the world than to try to help kids.
And how we use them today. But first of all,
being able to be in this setting and learn more about what it might be to be a pilot, what it might be to be an aviation business manager, or what it might be to be a technician, allows students to learn in a safe environment. And like I said, they're not afraid of technology and they embrace it, and it can save them a lot in the future when they decide what they want to do. They already have a good knowledge base to build on.
The students have some of the latest technology in their school to help them in their studies, including a flight simulator that helps them learn to fly, but it's not a toy, it's a tool.
We make sure that the kids are taking their studies seriously first before they are able to hop into the simulator. It is kind of, like I said, it's an extracurricular activity that they have to earn.
Aviation may be the focus here, but students still get the basics.
We're looking for a slice of the population who's interested in aviation, math, science, and engineering, and we're looking to have 80 students a year, so we have a school, you know, somewhere between 300 and 400 students by the time we have a 4-year program.
For kids like Tyler, this school is the answer he was looking for.
Well, I wanted to get away from Mommy Park because Mommy Park wasn't like the best educational environment for me.
Tyler's dad flies helicopters in the National Guard. He's currently deployed in Iraq.
He'll call randomly sometimes, and if I had a question on like a homework assignment, I'll ask him because he's like the main person to go to. So he helps me out a lot.
Since being here at the Aviation Academy, Tyler says it's amazing how much work it takes to actually get a plane airborne.
How much goes into just like taking off or like landing the airplane, and all the rules and all whatever goes into like actual flying or doing anything on the ground or whatever. There's like you can't mess up basically.
Many of the students make sacrifices to come here.
I'm glad I made the trip. It's yeah, it is a trip. It's a 40-minute drive here for me every morning, but yeah, I'm very excited. I hear we're going to do lots of great things in the coming years, and you know, we have an aviation class right now. That's exciting enough, but next year we're going to an engineering course at a hangar down the street, and yeah, that'll be exciting, some hands-on stuff with that.
Tyler loves basketball, but he gave up being on a school team to attend the academy.
They told me all the stuff I had to like sacrifice. Like I was really into like basketball, so I had to give up that, and I had to give up like a month of summer vacation. So I would still do it. I still did it.
All the students agree they are getting a quality education.
It's easier to learn because there's less kids, so you could get hands-on like learning like easier instead of like going to like actual high school, like a public school, and actually like not the teacher not really noticing you. Like that happens to a lot of kids at Wyoming Park. Like they'll just stay out of the shadows, so they won't learn as much.
They're more focused on the long term of you understanding, the concepts. So homework is more for you to learn and to, help you just get it in your head what you tried to learn that day, and you'll come back the next day and you'll talk about it, and it's really nice.
And we talked about what really heat meant last week Wednesday.
I have the most diligent, hardworking, dedicated group of people I could ever hope for, and they're really trying to make a difference in kids' lives.
Lennox says this is the right school for him.
Just being here and kind of just showing that I, was ambitious enough to take the step to come here at all shows people that, I'm obviously, dedicated to wanting to pursue this career. It's not something that I, simply find interesting. It's like a passion of mine. It's something I really want to, do with my life.
Students say the exposure to aviation will better help them decide their future career paths.
If you want to come to school here, you want to get a good education, want to become a pilot, engineer, or be in the business of aviation, come into school. Everything you need is right here.
While the opportunities are great here, students say it's a real commitment.
This can't be something that, you just think, oh, well, we get to do all this stuff, that's awesome, I want to come here now. That's a great reason to, that's a reason to come here, but you have to make sure you want to put the work into it.
In Michigan, Teresa Rashid, EAG TV.